Hello, Danse, Iglanite. I'm Rita Lowenberg, the online literacy instructor for edcenter.ca. To be literate or illiterate, that is the question. Does everyone need to be literate in today's world? Teachers think so. Others say they've survived this long without it. Why start now? In the next few minutes, I would like to present some reasons why it's important to be literate, and other reasons why some people may not think it's that important. The definition for literate, for the purpose of this presentation, is the ability to read and write. Hope you enjoy and find out if everyone needs to be literate in today's world. A reason for being literate is that a person could qualify for a higher paying job. As a result, he or she may experience a change in their life. They could buy a car, or they could buy a house, or they could travel, or they may be able to increase their education by going to college or university or high school. One more advantage is that it increases a person's self-esteem for having accomplished a goal in their life. These are some of the reasons for being literate. Today, a person living on a trapline or in the bush may not feel the need to be literate. Many people have survived quite well on hunting and gathering without being literate for eons at a time. Some have raised large families in the north and succeeded as trappers and fishermen. In the past, there was little need to read or write due to the nomadic traditional lifestyle of the people. Their very survival depended on their ability to provide food, clothing, and shelter for their families. There was little need or time to read and write. Also, many of them had the help of a family member who could do this for them. So, a person in those days may not have felt the need to read or write. Looking back on historical events, one can see how the need for literacy changed. In the late 70s, things did begin to change. The cost of living went up, and the fur prices began to drop. My father, an experienced trapper, said it well. "Go to school, my girl. A person cannot make a living in the bush anymore." He continued to encourage me throughout all of my education. He knew times had changed, which made it difficult to make a living solely on the trapline. He himself went to work in the mines to supplement his trapping income in order to raise his family. So at one time, a person may not have needed to be literate. After discussing the reasons for and against the need to be literate, I would like to offer a personal take on this. As a teacher, I would like to give you my ideas, and which are, I do think it is important to be literate today. In fact, it may be the deciding factor of getting employment or being selected for some course that you want to take in education. Today, there are many things that require literacy. At a mine, for example, there may be signs or posters around that have health and safety rules, as well directions to help make the mine run smoothly. And you'll find this same thing applies to other places of employment. How about shopping, banking, filling out forms? These all require the ability to read. So my take is that a person needs to be literate today. Finally, the reasons for and against being literate have been discussed above. Next, I offered my personal take on literacy and the need for it. There are important points made in all of these that are noteworthy. Though being literate was not as important in the early days as it is today, both employment and survival are reasons for pursuing an education to become literate in this day and age. In conclusion, the answer is yes. Everyone who is able needs to be literate in today's world.